It has to be said that Meghan Markle did enter British royal life wanting to shake up the monarchy. She had a list of ideas and she thought that Her Majesty the Queen and then, Prince Philip at the time would just simply pull back the red curtain and say, "Marvellous, dear, let's implement them straight away." She was perplexed by lots of these rejections, which seemingly mounted up and manifested in her departure from the British monarchy, Megxit. This was all because when she'd fed these ideas into the loose brain of Prince Harry, even he then started to believe many of them had legs and would be very, very useful to make the monarchy more modernised. But this one clearly was one that not just simply stunned the monarchy, but more importantly was the fragments that broke whatever burgeoning friendship Catherine and Meghan had. As ever, let me explain. Morning, Neil, Sean here in very warm London today. Apparently this is going to be our summer, yes. And I'll soon have the coat back on again, don't worry. I know lots of you are worried about the coat. I've spoken to it, it's all right, don't worry. It's resting now for the summer, a bit like a thespian, washed and ironed and ready to pull out again the moment we get the negative weather. I know. Are you like me though? You try and put things away, don't you? And then you kind of think, well, I need this again. And you're just never sure, are you? That's the problem. We're all in danger. We're all ruled by the weather wherever we are in the world. Back as ever to your breaking royal story of the day. This story really, when you think about it, it was all there, wasn't it? They were supposed to be the besties of friends, two brand new ladies up in the upper echelons of royal life, Catherine and Meghan. And if you remember, they went to Wimbledon together and Meghan, rather strangely dressed, I felt, kind of looked like the remnants of a snooker table at points. I thought, well, what are you wearing here, dear? This is a prestigious event. Catherine, as ever, looking elegant and knew her place. But what transpires, according to a very good source, is this. When they arrived, or previously, before they got to Wimbledon, Meghan had this idea of modernising the monarchy. And this was discussed, can you imagine, on the way to this particular event. You see, as you know, royal protocol states that Meghan would always have to walk behind Catherine at such events, shaking hands, meeting people, that sort of thing. This didn't go down well with Meghan, as one can imagine. And, she really wanted to counterbalance this. So the idea was that she felt, and as ever we have to say allegedly, that once they arrived at the All England Lawn Tennis Association club, rather than doing things in a formal way, why not go in arm as united girl power monarchy? Now, as you can imagine, Catherine's eyes literally shot out their sockets, knowing exactly how this would play down with our late and beautiful monarch, Her Majesty the Queen. Obviously, very tactfully, she said, no, this wouldn't be appropriate. Meghan apparently, and as ever, allegedly could not get to grips with this particular angle. And this really was the cementing of, she saw, according to that source, Catherine never wanting to bend or indeed modernise or change the monarchy. And once again, this was one of the growling omissions fed back to the then Prince Harry, who obviously, as you can see from his book Spare, kept this particular story out of there. But all apparently Meghan wanted to do was modernise the monarchy. She felt she and Catherine could be the brand new faces of the monarchy and didn't understand why Catherine didn't like this particular idea. Obviously, Meghan's not realised that Catherine's doing incredibly well, singly on her own as a solo star, and certainly did not need a cable TV actress to tell her how to modernise said monarchy. Neil Sean in the very heart of London.